Hey guys, what's up? Hardy 23100, your host of In the Ring, and I would like to welcome you to episode 10. That's right, 10 episodes into it, and still running strong. Um, but on the 10th episode, I would like to talk about something that quite a bit of people fuss about, and I haven't seen too many people that actually like it. It's the TNA or Impact Wrestling Aces and Eights. Being completely honest, I like the Aces and Eights because they they put so much more entertaining storyline into what's going on and things like that. And you can have an Aces and Eights attack at any time and it be entertaining. Just because, it's happening to different people. They'll throw the dart out there to, show who's gonna get beat up that night, and they won't even show you who it is till they're already being attacked. So that's the cool thing about it, really. And as far as all that goes, I would like to see the Aces and Eights go a little bit longer without being unmasked, just because it's such a good running storyline, and it's really going strong right now. Because the Bully Ray incident just ended. Now all these other incidents are coming up, and yeah, so that's one topic that I've been pretty, up there about. And being completely honest, whenever it comes to aces and eights, I could see TNA doing so much with them. Whether it be being a masked tag team and nobody knowing who they are, or all of them winding up being unmasked, and then they join TNA for permanently, and they stick around and become a tag team, and still keep the name Aces and Eights. Because it'd be so cool. There's so much they could do with it. And one of them, as far as I know, only one of them has already been unmasked, which was Festus or the Doc, I believe was his name. Doc, which he's Festus or Luke Gallows, if you remember him from WWE. Um, Another thing that I want to talk about is the Jeff Hardy as WWE champion. Um, I'm kind of skeptical on how it's gonna go as far as TNA's plans for Jeff Hardy now. Because to be completely honest, I like Jeff being champion again, TNA World Champion. But it'd have been better if his first reign wouldn't have ended the way it did. You know what I mean? Getting high at the pay per view, losing the title like that, letting the company down, stuff like that. That sucks. Just knowing that it had to end like that. But the way I could see TNA using Jeff Hardy as of right now, I could see him going against somebody like AJ Styles or Kurt Angle, or heck, even Austin Aries again, Bobby Roode, James Storm. See, Jeff can work good with just about anybody. Because he's more of the high flying type. He's not focused so much around picking somebody up. And a lot of them work really good with Jeff. So, with that being the case, I believe that Jeff can pull off being world champion, but in the end, I think Jeff Hardy's heel run was probably one of the best heels in quite some time, and that's just my opinion, just because the way he was acting. But the only problem with that was that his whole heel gimmick wasn't getting over with the crowd. You know what I mean? Um, because Jeff is a heel, it didn't work out the way TNA and probably even Jeff had expected. Because everybody was still cheering for Jeff Hardy, and if you haven't noticed by now, I got my Jeff Hardy Enigma T-shirt on as of right now from whenever he was a heel. This is kind of why I brought it up. But yeah, as far as Jeff Hardy's face run goes, I don't know, because Jeff's promos were still pretty terrible as a heel, but they were a lot better than him as a face. I'm not gonna lie, Jeff Hardy face promos are just plain awful. And it's about all I really want to talk about. And if you want my opinion on the Jeff Hardy versus Bobby Roode, um, at believe it. Oh my gosh, what's the pay-per-view? Final Resolution, I believe, is the pay-per-view. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And if you want my opinion on that, I'll say I'll say that Jeff's gonna win, just cause I'm pretty sure he will. But if you want my honest opinion, I believe Bobby Roode should win it on a wrestling perspective because he was a better champion. You know, if you want to put it that way, he was better on the mic. He's got better, ground-oriented wrestling skills, so he can work with a lot more people than Jeff could. And he's had a lot of entertaining storylines. You know, and yeah. So if you want my honest opinion, I think Bobby Roode should win, but I doubt he will. So nothing much I can do about that. Um, anyway, that's all I've really got to talk about for today. So until next time, this has been Hardy 23100, and you were just in the ring with me for episode 10. Can you believe it? Already 10 episodes. Goes by so fast. So, I'll leave it at that for right now. And tonight is TNA, which is awesome. Tonight's TNA night, so I'll definitely be watching that. If you haven't already, if you haven't checked it out already, I do have a I do have a Facebook page. I'm so sorry, I was not ready for this. But I got a new Facebook page, which is basically talking about um wrestling in general. Like TNA, WWE. Um, so basically, I'll leave a link to that below. You guys can give your opinions. I'll give you mine, and we'll see how it goes. So till next time, on In the Ring. This has been Hardy 23100, and I will speak to you all later. I thought I would. Hang on, computer. Okay, now I'll speak to you guys later. My computer froze up for a few seconds, so yeah, talk to you guys later. Bye bye.